Hello everyone. Right, today we're going to talk about mountfield mowers and why they are complete garbage and you should never buy a new mountfield mower. This is my HW531PD I bought new. Regret buying it, but I'm sticking with it. I'll get to that in a moment. It's a high wheeler for rough terrain. Doesn't have a roller, has a 3-function collect. Grass box goes on there, obviously. Has a mulching plate and a side discharge, which is what I wanted. Just under 2 years old now. This thing is utter garbage. I've fixed it so many times. The build quality is just atrocious. So first of all, from my previous videos, these Blade Boss mounts, complete crap. Don't put up to the torque or the pressure that they're under. Bear in mind that this high wheeler is made to be uneven ground. That's basically what they sell it for. And these little splines here, that's all that keeps the blade from ripping off. There's a bolt that goes in the middle there with a thread, but that doesn't stop the blade from spinning. It's just those that strip off. So this is my fix. This needs tightening up, so I've got it off. See, it's on the verge of just kind of coming off. So that's my fix and it works great. The wash mount thing, which is up here, gets clogged constantly. Even if you put like a high pressure hose on it, it takes forever to unclog it, so you have to turn it upside down and then wash it off and then fix the wash link, which kind of defeats the purpose. There's some selling point. All it is just a hose clip with a piece of formed plastic. There's no thrills, no expense. So the Blade Boss, I've had 3 or 4 of those. What are they, 8, 9, 10, 12 pounds each? Lost time, lost money, complete waste. These things on the side, most mowers have these, utterly pointless, complete waste of time and money. The other thing, the self-propelled mechanism inside, which is pulled by this cable here, it broke within about the first 3 days. This has a 5-year warranty, by the way, so it is still under warranty. The person in the shop, when I called it, said that I need to take it in and they can have a look at it, so I have to go out of my way to go to the shop, leave it with them, they'll have a look at it. It can take anywhere up to a week, 10 days, and then they decide whether it's fixed on warranty, and then in his words, it might need a new gearbox. So I unscrewed the plate which covers the self-propelled mechanism, and it is literally a pulley on the end of the cable which pulls onto the belt, which is run off of the engine on this side, and that drives a back wheel. There's no gearbox, it is literally just a pulley on a bearing on the end of a cable. It is that simple. There's little effort and expense and design spared on this and probably all the machines. The cable snapped yesterday, so it came out of here frayed. It's got these little brackets in it. You can't replace those. I tried to drill it out, so I ended up having to drill a hole in that bolt with a spring washer to clamp it, and now that is bulletproof there. Put some shrink wrap tubing on there so it's not going to fray. It's frayed a little bit there, so that was another thing. That was under warranty, so obviously I would have lost anywhere up to 5 days, like a couple of days work for them to replace it, and then you take it to the shop, and then the shop diagnoses a fault, and then they get in contact with the manufacturer, and then the manufacturer says yes, it's under warranty. They give them permission, and then they supply with a new cable. It's a massive palaver. It's ridiculous. The worst one is this throttle control here. The throttle control, I can't find the piece. I've had a look for it inside this housing here. Okay, so this is a throttle cable. In the throttle cable there's basically a plastic wheel which is made out of ABS plastic, and there's all the spokes. Essentially it's like a little miniature cartwheel. It's not even solid, it's cheap and nasty, and this crap a material as you can possibly imagine. And the cable just hooks for a tiny little hole. There's no metal plate for it, there's nothing, it's just metal on plastic. And then there's a stalk which you use for your throttle control, that snapped off. I'd glued and screwed that back in, and then the whole bottom of the wheel just snapped where the cable was obviously rubbing on this cheap thin plastic. So what I did was make another wheel out of ply, drilled and epoxied metal in there, drilled a hole in the bottom of the screw, and then threaded the metal through there. That will never come off. And then I've got like a 4-inch screw here, which is epoxied, and that's my throttle cable. So a piece of plywood is better than the manufacturer's design. I've lost count the amount of times this thing's let me down. It's so flimsy and nasty. There's no build quality to it at all. Everything just comes off. You need to bear in mind that these things are designed in Italy, manufactured in Slovakia, and then part assembled and shipped to wherever else, to wherever their final destination is in the world. So they're literally cheap, nasty, quick turnaround, massive profit. The only thing that really is worth covering under the warranty is the engine, but from what I understand of Briggs & Strattons, they never go anyway. I've never had one that wasn't a catastrophic failure, but they're just so cheap and nasty. Just avoid mountfield mowers, this model in particular. Utter garbage. Take care, rant over. Thanks for listening, bye bye.